Dragon Ball Legends has improved a lot over the years. We have better animations, new mechanics, stronger celebrations, and recently, the game has introduced systems that give players more control over summoning. But there are still a few things that desperately need to change. And these are not just random complaints. Every change on this list would make the game more rewarding, more accessible, and honestly, much less painful for both free-to-play players and longtime veterans. So here are 5 things I would change about Dragon Ball Legends to make the game better. Number 1. Make Legend and Ultra Multi-Z Power accessible to everyone. The first change is simple. Dragon Ball Legends needs to make Legend and Ultra Multi-Z Power regularly accessible to every player. I'm not saying Legends should give us an infinite amount. I'm not saying every player should immediately be able to take every new character to 14 stars. But there should at least be a realistic way to farm or save Multi-Z Power for the characters we genuinely care about. Back in the day, Legends Limited Multi-Z Power was extremely valuable, but players could still gradually collect it through different events and shops. You could save it, wait for the right character, and then use it when it actually mattered. Legend and Ultra characters should work in a similar way. For example, let's say you finally pull the new Legend character once and unlock them at 5 stars. That is already difficult enough. Players should then have the opportunity to use saved Multi-Z Power to push that character to 6 stars and unlock their complete Z ability. That would reward patience and planning. It would also make one copy feel much more valuable, especially for free-to-play players who cannot continue summoning for duplicates. The same idea should apply to Ultra characters. Again, it should not be easy or unlimited. Make the grind slow. Put the Z power behind difficult missions, long-term events, exchange shops, or monthly rewards. But at least give everyone a path towards strengthening the characters they already managed to pull. Right now, getting one copy can sometimes feel like you only completed half the job. Number 2. Put older Legend and Ultra characters on new banners. The first summonable Ultra character was released in 2021. We are now approaching 5 years since Ultra Gogeta first arrived, and somehow, new Ultra banners still revolve around one featured Ultra character. That does not make sense anymore. There are now plenty of older Ultras in the game. Many of them are no longer dominant in PvP, but they are still characters that players love and may have missed during their original release. They should be included on newer Ultra banners. Even with lower rates, pulling an older Ultra would at least give players something exciting when they miss the main character. Because during my years of playing Dragon Ball Legends, I have definitely not always been lucky with Ultras. And there was a period when pity did not even exist. You could save thousands and thousands of Chrono Crystals, spend everything, and receive nothing except endless green sky animations. After experiencing that, I would love to have the opportunity to randomly pull an older Ultra on a new banner. It would make the overall banner much more valuable, and I am slightly worried that Legend characters could eventually receive the same treatment. A banner should not feel like one great character surrounded by an ocean of things nobody wants. The main character can remain the prize, but older premium units should still have a place in the summon pool. Number 3. Make supporter level up events permanent. The third change is about the supporter system. Events such as supporter level up battle should become permanently available. Even if the progression remains slow, players should always have some method of improving their supporters. Right now, when the event disappears, your ability to level them up becomes extremely limited. That creates a major gap between players who had enough resources during the event and those who did not. Maybe someone had only recently returned to the game. Maybe a newer player had not unlocked enough supporters yet. Or maybe someone simply did not have enough time to grind the temporary event. Those players should not be locked out of progressing an entire system. Make the permanent version slower than the limited time version. That would be completely fair. The temporary event could give increased experience and faster progression, while the permanent stage allows players to continue slowly working toward level 30. The important thing is that progress remains possible. Number 4. Remove ancient sparkings from new banners. This one might be the most relatable point on the entire list. Please remove the ancient sparkings from new banners. I genuinely do not understand why characters from Master Pack 1 and Master Pack 2 are still appearing when we summon for a brand new Legend or Ultra. Some of these units are almost as old as the game itself, and somehow, the summon animations still treat them like valuable rewards. I cannot count how many times I have received an incredible animations and started believing I was about to pull the new character, only for the game to give me the first sparking Piccolo ever released. That should not happen anymore. New players might still need them for collections, Zenkai Awakening requirements, or older events. So move all sparkings that are 5 or 6 years old into a separate permanent banner. Make that banner completely free. Give players daily tickets, friendship rewards, or special currency that can only be used there. New players could easily obtain old characters and build their collections. Meanwhile, veteran players would no longer be tortured by ancient units appearing on premium banners. It would benefit everyone. Number 5. Rework the equipment upgrade system. The final thing I would change is equipment upgrading, because somehow, after surviving the summoning system and finally obtaining the character you wanted, you must enter another casino just to build them properly. Equipment rerolling is far too dependent on luck. You can spend hundreds of slot removers on one slot and make absolutely no progress. Sometimes the percentage barely increases. Sometimes it becomes worse. And sometimes you repeatedly watch the same terrible values appear until all your resources are gone. That does not feel like character progression. It feels like punishment. Equipments are extremely important in PvP. A character with the correct high-quality equipment can perform completely differently from the same character with weak equipment. So there needs to be a proper pity system for rerolls. Every failed attempt should slowly increase your chance of receiving a better value. And after a certain number of failed rerolls, the game should guarantee an improvement. That would save time and remove the pain of manually pressing the same button hundreds of times. Summoning already contains enough RNG. We should not have to gamble again just to properly build the character we managed to pull. Those are the 5 changes I believe would make Dragon Ball Legends a much better game. None of these changes would destroy the game's economy. They would simply make the time and resources we invest feel more valuable. But now I want to hear your opinion. Which one of these changes does Dragon Ball Legends need the most? And what would be the first thing you would change about the game? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching,